Hey, good afternoon, fam. Good afternoon. Hope all is well with everybody. Listen, so I have a question, right? Because I guess my question is this. Why do people always get mad at me when I bring up, when I bring up the correlation between having a mortgage and limited retirement savings? People get mad at me for bringing this up, and I don't understand why. Because to me, it's just a logical, okay, if you, and most of these people who get mad at me, I'm willing to bet that if they take a look back a few years back before they purchased their home, a lot of them were probably saving more money in their 401k, their 403b, their IRAs. Right? But then somewhere along the line, somebody convinced them that home ownership was the way to go. And they fell for it. Somebody convinced them that home ownership was the key to wealth. And for the life of me, I can't, because here's the deal. And I think, and please, I hope I don't offend anybody here. Because if you buy a house for $300K, $400K, there is nothing wealthy about that at all. It's not like you buying a $2 million apartment duplex or something like that. Okay, now we're talking about something. But when you buy a regular house for $300K, $400K, I want someone to explain to me how you thought that would get you the wealth. It might look like a big number. You know, most people that work even a regular job that makes $60K, $70K a year can easily save $300K in about 8 years if they wanted to, and buy that house cash. Y'all doing it right. So it's not like but it's very hard to save $2 million, but it's way easy to save $300K, $400K. You understand? So I don't understand why people get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the guy who wants you to think for a second and ask yourself, are you eliminating your potential livelihood for the future just to claim or just to say you own a home? I want you to think about that for a second. Right? And these homes that we are buying, most people will end up dying and never paying it off. So you're paying this huge bill until you die. There is nothing wealthy about that at all. And I always try to help you understand, if you just throw it in reverse and you invest for the long haul, you will actually, you know, here's the deal. You ain't got to take my word for it, right? You do not have to take my word for it, okay? If you go on Google right now and research investment calculator, you know, a few things out there, right? And you okay, let's say your mortgage is $3,000, okay? And let's say, you know what? I'm not going to buy a house. I'm going to invest $1,500 or $1,800 a month in an investment for the next 20 years So, because obviously, if you're paying a mortgage, you need a place to stay, right? So, instead of you paying a mortgage at $3,000 a month, I'm gonna now find somewhere to rent and pay rent. Yes, I said it. Pay rent for the next 20 years, and I'm gonna invest $1,800 a month into an IUL, into an annuity, into an IRA, and I want you guys to go do this and come back and comment and let me know how much millions of dollars you will have in 20 years if you go this route. Because if you're not going to buy a house for $300,000 and that house will accumulate or will be valued at $1 million in the next 15-20 years. You literally have to have gotten lucky and put yourself into a nice neighborhood that a bunch of things are massively being rebuilt in that area. New subway system coming through there. Starbucks, Wegman, a governmental bit, everything have to be coming to that particular area. You literally have to have gotten lucky. Most people are not going to fall into that situation. So you buy a house for $300K right now, 20 years from now, it might just be valued at, let's say, $600K, maybe at best. But then when you factor in how much you paid in interest, and the lawn care, and the plumbing, and the AC, and all these things that you're going to have to replace in that 20-30 year period, you literally made no money. All you're doing is just getting the money you put in back. You've made no money. So, I want you guys to, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a continuation video of this, because I'm gonna run my own personal number and come back in 20 years, and as a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you an example. I met with a gentleman the other day, and I'm helping him roll over $500,000. $500,000 is how much this man is depositing into a 10-year annuity. By year number 11, that $500,000 became close to 1.1 million in 10 years. In 10 years. That's with no maintenance work. That's with no huge down payment on top of the $500K you put down. You understand? That's what investment does. If he keeps that money in there for the next 15, 20 years, that $500K becomes 2-point-something million. Now, I want you to tell me, what house are you going to buy for $500,000 that in 20 years is going to end up becoming 2-point-something million? This is why I'm telling people that they have been bamboozled. And I think the developers are realizing that people's light bulb is going off. People's light bulb is going on, because that's why they're building these apartments now, these fancy apartments that has everything in there, because nobody's buying houses. They realize that this new generation is waking up, that they've been deceived, they've been bamboozled. Okay? Our parents, our great-grandparents have been sold the American dream lie. When it was sold to us, was it a dream? Yes, it was, because the house was not that expensive back then. Most people were easily able to pay their house off. On top of that, when people were buying homes, pay raises was also going up. People still have pension plans and stuff like that. Pension is gone, pay raise is in the decline, all these things is gone now. So now we're living in the American nightmare instead of American dream. Okay? Listen, so I don't want you getting mad at me when I'm giving you, this is not my opinion. This is facts. If you choose to go out and look it up yourself, if you choose to do the simple legwork, the simple homework, and say, hey, could this guy be right? If I'm paying $3,000 a month for a mortgage, and I just take half of that money and put it into an investment, where will I be 15, 20 years from now? You will be a millionaire. That's guaranteed. You are not going to be a physical millionaire on the home. You might have a net worth of $1 million. That's the factor in your house, but you're not going to have liquid real money. You're not going to be that. And I don't value a person's net worth. I value liquid money, liquid cash. Okay? Because that's what papers say. Oh, you're worth this. But when you sell it, or when you attempt to sell it, that's when you're truly going to know what it's worth. Listen, I hope this message resonates and reach somebody today. Again, I'm just a messenger. For some reason, this thing hit me about a year or so ago, and I'm like, hold up, man, hold up. The people are buying houses, but retirement income is going down. Is there a correlation to that? People are buying houses, but retirement income is dwindling further and further. People used to retire in their 50s. Then it went to their 60s. Now it's in their 70s. Who want to work in their 70s? Who even want to work in their 60s? But for the price of saying that I own a home, you're willing to sacrifice your long-term security. That's literally what we're doing. So you can flex to all your friends and family. I own a home. Yeah, my house is in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Yeah, I'm in Bowie. Oh yeah, I'm in Brandywine. Oh, now I'm in Bethesda. Yeah, I'm flexing. Why literally you have zero savings. I've been meeting with people the past year or so that have been in the job for 20, 30 years, and they have no retirement savings, but they own a home though. Listen, if you're watching this and you're 35 and under, I'm trying to save you here. I don't know if a person who's watching this 35 and above is gonna hear me though. The programming has been too far gone. The programming has been too far gone. But if you are 35 and under, if you're in your early 20s and you have a job right now, find yourself a nice apartment to rent that has a gym, pool, anything that could make you comfortable. And that money that you was gonna go put down, that 80 grand, 100 grand down payment you was gonna put down on the house, throw it into a long-term investment. Contribute 3 to 5. If you're in your 20s, okay, contribute $300 to $500 a month. If you're in your 30s, okay, throw that huge lump sum down and contribute $800 to $1,000 a month. I am telling you, by the time you are in your late 40s, you are a millionaire, if not a multi-millionaire. America is grooming you to be in debt forever. But they cover it, they wrap it up real well. home ownership. They wrap it up real well for you. They tell you it's the dream of all Americans. And you fall for it. Because your girlfriend got a home, your guy friend got a home, your brothers got a home, your sister got a home, your neighbor's buying a home, your co-worker buying a home, and you stop panicking. You stop panicking. This one young lady, I did a video a while back. She's like, sir, do you own a home? Absolutely not. But that deferred comp plan looks mighty good. That IUL looks mighty good. At the pace that I'm going, I can shut it all down at 55 and stop working. While most of y'all will still be working in your 70s. At 55, I can decide to buy my house cash. You understand? Because I had a mindset switch. A lot of us are just functioning off of programming. A lot of us are just functioning off of programming. And what I'm trying to do is trying to help as much people as I can get out of the matrix. I know some people who feel as though that flexing their American Express credit card is a flex. It's also a debt. I have one of those. But I quickly realized that it will get you in trouble. The perks that it comes with, the points, everything. And you're swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping. Until you are in trouble. I'm to the point right now where the next 6 months my goal is to remove all debt. Like I'll probably just keep one for hotel and airport. And airline tickets. That's it. I don't need 10 credit cards. It's crazy. This is how they get you. Some people have that in their pocket and they feel like they're the man and they're the woman, or they'll go to bars and they pull out the Amex and it makes them feel a certain way. And no, it just makes you feel like you broke. It makes you feel like you in debt. Because every month that bill is due. The new flex is not own anybody. And as I'm speaking to you, I was that guy. I kind of still am that guy. I currently have 3 car notes. Well above $1,000 a piece for each one of them. I'll be paying off 2 of them before the year's out. Because I am making it my mission to be debt free. It's crippling. Do you hear me? It is crippling and stressful. It will shorten your lifespan. I hope this message reached the right person well today. We gotta get to a point where we gotta tune out all the noises in this country. This country will have you emptying out your entire pockets. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna close with this. We got to get to a point where we working together as a unit again. You know, husbands and wives. I'm in financial services. And I said this in one of my videos a while back. When I'm doing a financial analysis, the people with the most amount of wealth, the people with the biggest 401ks, IRA, are usually married couples. Most single people that I sit down with have nothing at all or next to nothing. 90+% of the single people that I sit down with have no retirement plan or minimal at best. But when I sit down with the married couple, let's take a person in their 50s. This one right here has close to 400. The gentleman who I just did his rollover is 59 years old. He has well over 500 grand in just one account. The spouse has another 300 and something thousand in her account. She'll be retiring 2 years after him. Their house, I believe they have less than $35,000 left. But nobody wanna talk about this though. Everybody wanna stay far and clear away from building wealth as a unit. Because they've been sold that, hey, listen, you could do it on your own. Hey, listen, like I said, don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. When you got two people who are making decent income and they decide to work together as a unit, and let's pool our resources. Let's pay off the house sooner than later. Let's make sure that we're saving 15 to 20% minimum, in our retirement account. Not no 5% or 10%, 15 to 20. So we can accumulate millions. So we can live our best life sooner than later and not in our 70s. That's people working as a unit. Listen, if you are in financial services, if you're an advisor, message in the chat right now. Let me know if what I'm saying is true. Let me know if your married couples that you sit down with have the most amount of retirement income compared to single people. Let me know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. But in 16 years, I'm telling you right now, I'm meeting with her. I think she's a sergeant or something with the police department. Next week, her and her husband, they're married, right? And she's giving me an idea as to how much they have in their retirement account with the police department, right? But I'm not meeting with him to do an annuity because she's still underage. She has 2 more years. Is that right? Or a year and a half left before she can actually retire, or we can actually touch it. But she's already let me know between her and her husband, it's well above $1 million. It's well above $1 million. I don't know. Listen, I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. I gotta meet with a client real quickly to go over some analysis, and hopefully this will be another potential client here, right? So listen, I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day today. And I want you guys to just consider what I said. I want you guys to just consider the thought process. Right? Right? Because this gentleman here and the wife that I'm about to go see, they saw one of my video through a client of mine who sent it to them in reference to retirement, because they don't really have a strong one and they want to now get the pace going. But the blessings with them is they're married. And I know we can do some damage with that. We can pull resources, funnel things through. 10 years later, when I sit down with them, they're going to be like, thank you, Maxwell. Listen, man, I hope you guys don't think this is a game. I've seen clients who you can see the fear in their eye in their late 50s who don't have any savings. I've seen clients in their 60s, mid 60s who just have decided that, you know what, I'm just going to work till, I guess I'm no longer here anymore because I didn't save anything. And it doesn't have to be that way. Simple steps every day. Simple approach every day. Cutting this, cutting that. We don't need this, we don't need that. Let me cut back on this, blah, blah, blah. Simple things for your life, for your future livelihood. It's the approach. So listen, I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. If you are interested in sitting down, if you stay with me this long and you are not a subscriber, please subscribe to my page. Subscribe to my channel. I bring a lot of knowledge to you. If you like what you heard today, please share with somebody. And also give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm get my message out there. And also, if you have any question, I am open to answer your question. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. Talk to you soon.